Hello and welcome back to this channel. Dear students, this topic is op-amp differentiator. In the last topic, we have studied op-amp integrator. अब डायग्राम याद कैसे रखना है? Make the thing simple. In case of integrator, in place of C1, there was resistance R1 and in place of RF, there was a capacitor. Since it was in feedback path, it was denoted by CF. तो डिफरेंशिएटर में R और C इंटरचेंज करना है, मतलब यहाँ पे जो रेजिस्टेंस था वो यहाँ पे दिखाना है. सिंस इट इज इन फीडबैक पाथ इट इज डिनोटेड बाय RF और यहाँ पे रेजिस्टेंस था R1. इन प्लेस ऑफ दिस आई हैव ड्रॉन वन कैपेसिटर which is denoted by C1. That is the only change. Now definition is, as the name indicates, it is differentiator, means output will be differentiation of input voltage, that is d by dt of input voltage. Now this is the diagram of ideal differentiator. We'll discuss point wise. From the exam point of view, we may expect the question like this: draw the diagram and derive the expression for ideal differentiator and what are its limitations. So first part, we will derive the expression for ideal differentiator. This resistance which is connected at positive terminal of op-amp is R compensation, which is RF parallel R1, which is, since RF is very large, it is approximately equal to R1. We have already studied same thing in case of integrator. Okay, this is optional. You may directly connect this terminal to the ground. We know that as per the virtual ground concept, VB, if you connect this directly to the ground, VB will be 0 and VA will be 0 according to the concept of virtual ground. Now refer the diagram. This current which is passing from input through this branch where capacitor is connected is denoted by IC, that is capacitor current. This is the current which is flowing through feedback resistance, so it is denoted by IF. This is bias current IB. Very simple logic. This IC comes up to this point where I have marked VA. Then after this node, it is getting divided into two parts. So I can write the equation as IC is equals to IB plus IF. सिंपल लॉजिक. यहाँ से करंट डिवीजन हो रहा है, कुछ करंट IB मतलब दैट इज मूविंग इनसाइड द ऑप-एम्प, अनदर करंट इज मूविंग थ्रू द फीडबैक रेजिस्टेंस RF. बट वी नो दैट इन केस ऑफ आइडियल ऑप-एम्प input impedance is very large, so this bias current IB is 0. Since IB is 0, I can simply write IC is equals to IF because the bias current IB is 0. Let us denote it by equation 1. Just now I explained you according to the virtual ground concept, VA is equals to VB is equals to 0. So these values are 0. Now if I want to write equation of IC is the current which is flowing through the branch where capacitor is connected. We know basic equation of current passing through the capacitor is C. In this case capacitance is denoted by C1. So C1 d by dt of VC. This is the basic formula which we have already studied in case of integrator also. The branch where capacitor is connected, through that branch the current flowing is IC, which is C d by dt of voltage across capacitor, where VC is voltage across capacitor. I will mark over here. So sorry, this is resistance. Voltage across capacitor will be like this. So this is the voltage across capacitor which is denoted by VC. Now this is the equation of IC, that is C1 d by dt of VC, say equation number 2. We can write equation of VC, that is voltage across capacitor, as V in minus VA. Very simple logic. This voltage is VC. From this side we have input voltage VA. This point's voltage is this is V in. This point's voltage is VA. So V in minus VA will be VC. So I have written VC is V in minus VA. But we know that VA is equals to 0. So VC is same as V in. Let us put this value in equation 2. So I can write equation of IC as C1 d by dt of V in. Simple logic. Simply I have put the value of VC which is equals to V in equation number 2. Let us say this is equation number 3. Now If I want to write equation of current IF is the current which is flowing through this feedback path. Recall the basic formula. Any current is voltage upon resistance. This IF is passing through RF. At one end of RF, voltage is VA. At another end, voltage is V0. So simple, current is voltage upon resistance. So IF can be written as VA minus V0 upon RF. At this end, voltage is VA. This is current IF flowing through RF. This voltage is V0, so VA minus V0 upon RF will give me the value of current IF. But we know that VA is 0, so IF can be simply written as, since VA is 0, I will delete this term, minus V0 upon RF. Say equation number 4. This is the equation of IF. But just now we discussed IC is same as IF. That means we can well equate equations 3 and 4. Equation 3 is equation of IC. Equation 4 is equation of IF. So equate equations 3 and 4. So I can write minus V0 upon RF is equals to C1 d by dt of V in. Therefore V0 is, ये माइनस साइन भी आर एच एस में ट्रांसफर करेंगे, सो माइनस साइन यहाँ पे आ गया, आर एफ ट्रांसफर करेंगे, सो माइनस आर एफ सी वन डी बाई डी टी ऑफ वी इन. दिस इज द इक्वेशन ऑफ आउटपुट वोल्टेज in case of ideal conductor, which indicates that it is minus. Why minus? Because we are applying voltage to the negative terminal, inverting terminal of op amp, minus RF by RF into C1 d by dt of V in, which indicates it is differentiation of input voltage multiplied with term RF into C1. So this circuit is called as differentiator using op amp. Now its limitation, which is important from exam point of view. What are the limitations of ideal differentiator circuits? So let us discuss the limitations. See, here we have connected capacitor. Actually, in case of ideal circuit, this should be, it would not have been a differentiator. हम लोगों को पता है यहाँ पे एक resistance होता है, that is denoted by R1, and we know the basic formula of gain in case of inverting amplifier is minus RF upon R1. Let us skip negative sign just for the simplicity. In this case, gain can be written as, देखो RF as it is a negative sign में consider नहीं कर रहा हूँ, so this is RF. In place of C R1 we have C1, so it is RF upon reactance of C1, that is XC1. X stands for reactance of capacitor. So this is gain is RF upon R1. In place of R1 we have connected C1. That means we have to consider reactance of C1, that is XC1. And we know that XC1 is 1 by 2 pi FC1. So it clearly indicates that as frequency increases, from this equation, as frequency increases, XC1 decreases, क्योंकि ये रेसिप्रोकल है, XC1 is reciprocal of frequency, तो जैसे frequency बढ़ेगा XC1 will reduce. Look at this formula. Gain के equation में XC1 is in the denominator, so as frequency increases XC1 decreases, ये value decrease हो जाएगा, therefore gain will increase. This gain will increase as frequency increases. Very simple logic. Similarly, input impedance, look at the diagram. At the input side we have connected one capacitor, so input impedance is XC1. So as frequency increases XC1 decreases, that means input impedance also decreases. It will produce the high frequency noise effect. So that means high frequency noise will causes the effect on the circuit and circuit will become unstable. This is the major limitation of ideal differentiator. So to avoid these limitations, we have to think about some practical solution, that is practical differentiator. Now let us talk about practical differentiator circuit. This is the diagram for practical differentiator. From exam point of view, the question may be like this: draw practical differentiator. I mean, before that, what are limitations of ideal differentiator? Draw practical differentiator and its frequency response. So this is the diagram of practical differentiator. याद कैसे रखना है? एक एक कंपोनेंट हम लोगों ने ऐड किए हैं. जैसे यहाँ पे सिर्फ C1 था. इन आइडियल डिफरेंशिएटर वी हैव एडेड वन रेजिस्टेंस R1. In this case, there was only feedback resistance RF. We have added one capacitor. So addition of R1 and CF gives us the designing of practical differentiator. What we have studied, remaining things are as it is. What we have studied, due to reduction in XC1, just now we discussed limitations of ideal differentiator. So reduction in XC1, that is reactance of capacitor, takes place at high frequency because reactance is reciprocal of frequency. And due to this, due to reduction in XC1 at high frequency, gain increases. Because we discussed the formula of gain, it is RF upon XC1. So gain increases. R1 is used to stabilize the gain. देखो यहाँ पे सिर्फ C1 था, इसलिए ये प्रॉब्लम आ रहा था. That was we discussed the problem of instability and high frequency noise. So we have added one resistance R1, due to which think like this: even if this capacitor C1 will be short circuited, some resistance will be offered at the input side. So due to addition of R1, we have reduced the problem of stability, as well as we have reduced the problem of high frequency noise signal. Now this is the frequency response of practical differentiator. These two frequencies are marked FA and FB. This is 0 dB line. This is basically graph of gain versus frequency. This initially from 0 till FB, the frequency response goes on increasing. So as frequency increases, gain goes on increasing. From this point where this graph, black colored graph, crosses this 0 dB line, this frequency is called FA. Now from FA to FB, again gain increases as we go on increasing the frequency. So this slope is 20 dB per decade, because here reading is 0, at this point reading is 20. But due to inclusion of this resistance R1, from this point where I have marked FB, the gain reduces. This reduction is minus 20 dB per decade, because this reading is minus 20. So the gain will not continuously go on increasing, it will be getting reduced. So this is the response of practical differentiator. The frequency at which gain starts reducing by opposite amount, that is minus 20 dB per decade. Earlier it was plus 20 dB per decade. This particular frequency is called gain limiting frequency. Now these are this is the list of formulae. Just now we discussed the equation of output voltage is given by this equation. Then this is formula of FA and FB. Usually for designing, FB is 20 times FA and R1C1 is kept equals to RFCF. Let us solve the numerical to get an idea of this designing. Design a practical differentiator to differentiate input sine wave signal. Assume FA is 1 kilohertz, C1 0.1 microfarad, R1 82 ohms. These are the given values. Now to design the practical differentiator means we have to calculate values of R1, C1, RF, CF. Out of this, R1 and C1 are given and frequency FA is given. Let us start the designing by equation of FA. I have written all the equations. So FA is 1 by 2 pi RF into C1. From this, I can write RF is equals to, ये RF यहाँ पे ट्रांसफर करेंगे, FA RHS में ट्रांसफर करेंगे, which is 1 by 2 pi FA into C1. बहुत सिंपल है, RF और FA इंटरचेंज किया. So put the values. It is 1 by 2 pi. Given value of FA is 1 kilohertz, that is 1 into 10 raised to 3 hertz, into C1. Given value of C1 is 0.1 microfarad. Remember, microfarad means 10 raised to minus 6. So it is 0.1 into 10 raised to minus 6. If you solve this on the calculator, then value of RF is 1.59 kilo ohm. Kilo means 10 raised to 3. This is the value of RF. Now we have to calculate CF. We have the condition R1 C1 is equals to RF CF. So I will write this condition, R1 C1 is equals to RF CF. From this I can write CF is equals to R1 C1 upon RF. सिंपल, ये RF यहाँ पे ट्रांसफर किया और फिर LHS और RHS इंटरचेंज करके लिखा है. So if I will put the values, I will get CF is equals to value of R1 is 82 ohm, so 82 into value of C1 is 0.1 microfarad, 0.1 into 10 raised to minus 6. Micro means 10 raised to minus 6. So R1 C1 divided by RF. RF is 1.59 kilo ohm, means 1.59 into 10 raised to 3. Therefore, value of CF will be 5.15 into 10 raised to minus 9 means nanofarad. 10 raised to minus 9 means nanofarad. So this is the value of CF. Remaining part, R compensation can be calculated using this formula RF parallel R1. Make it more simple, since R1 is very small. We can directly write R compensation is approximately same as RF in all numericals, and that is equals to 1.59 kilo ohm. So this is the designing of practical differentiator. At the end, from the exam point of view, what you are supposed to do, ये जो values हमने calculate किया है, ये सब values diagram में दिखाना है. For example, R1 तो दिया है equation में, in place of R1 I will write 82 ohm, in place of C1 I will write 0.1 microfarad, in place of CF we have calculated CF 5.15 nanofarad, then in place of RF we need to write 1.59 kilo ohm. This value is also 1.59 kilo ohm. So this is the designing of practical differentiator. So dear students, that's it for today's session. So thank you. Thanks a lot for watching this video.